or never.
Okay, yo, straight up, I had to have at least screenshotted 100+ scenes in this episode. What is going on, guys? Ali here, back again with another review for you guys today for The Rising of the Shield Hero, Season 2, Episode 6. And if you haven't, subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Click on the notification so you don't miss any videos that I got going on. But this episode, hands down, my favorite episode of the season, of the season period. Everything about it was amazing. Like I don't even know if I'm going to make like a long review of this episode, like because there's nothing like super like in like to detail that I need to even like go through. But it was just phenomenal. And especially Rishi'a, bro. She stole the episode for me. Period. Like when the moment she was introduced, I loved her. The moment she was shown, I loved her. I thought she was fantastic because she was quirky and cute and adorable and funny, and I loved her character. But this episode, when she was going in on the book hero on Kyo, bro, when she was going in on him, she went like 100 levels up, skyrocketed from my likeness of her character. I love her character. She became one of my favorites. Like just from this episode and just her introduction in that entire episode where like it was very Rishi'a oriented and stuff. Which that one actually was my favorite episode until this one. This one's my number one. The Rishi'a, heavy oriented episode was my number 2. I thought it was great and stuff. But this episode, bro, like my level of likeness for her character, absolute waifu, badass waifu material and stuff. Like the episode, like she was clapping back, like she was easily fighting Kyo and everything, which was just fantastic. But she was clapping back to piss him off. Like she's calling him like you're a coward and whatnot. You're like me. You're weak. You're like you hide behind things. You hide behind other people's power and strength and whatnot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl is getting to him. Bro. If people hate Rishi'a still after this episode, they clearly hated her character just to hate her character. Like, this puts Rishi'a in some of my top 5 favorite characters of the series in general, right? Number 1 is Raphtalia. She's never gonna leave like number 1 at all. Number 2 is Futoria, the Philodoku, which when she came in this episode, bro, she's a beast. She's a monster. She's a beast. I call her Karma. She eats her. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, when Futoria came in to help like the queen and their army and stuff, and Claire's looking at the queen being like, it has been an honor to fight for you and to fight with you and everything, and she's worried too, and like, the spirit tortoise being revived, like the head coming back and everything, and it turns out all said that you have to cut off the head and destroy the heart at the exact same time, along with the spirit tortoise core that is right there with them and stuff. And like, and then when this moment was gonna happen where all of these soldiers were gonna be destroyed, Futoria comes in using like her that big ass reflective shield that she uses, scattered it everywhere to like make sure they don't die and stuff. And like, and can we talk about the animation and art? Like, obviously, all that stuff is like animation art is always good to me, and personally for the Shield, the Rising of the Shield Hero in general, all the episodes so far up to episode 6 were all really good. Like, they were all really, really well animated and everything. I thought they were fantastic and stuff. But this episode, when they were animating the Spirit Tortoise and animating Vittoria going in and fighting, and then Philo and Raphtalia fighting, like Kyo, like attacking him, and then the Rishi'S Fight. I can't stop thinking about Rishi'S Fight. I can't. It's too, like, she's amazing. She's already up there in top 5 characters of my favorite characters, period. Like, she's so good and everything. And they got there, like, Risha seeing that, like, Itsuki and Ren and Motoyasu are trapped by Kyo and everything, and he's talking how stupid they are, which obviously, if all 3 of them got captured like that, of course they're dumb as heck. And then, like, them being pinned down by gravity, like the gravity magic of the spirit tortoise, like its specialty, but for some reason Risha's able to get up and stuff. And then, like, Nafumi's talking about, like, oh, that's what Granny was talking about, how like Risha is like a master at, like, she's a natural born, like, she has a natural born gift of manipulating ki, and that's why she was able to stand up and not everybody else. She was able to get up because she's good at manipulating the ki and magic and stuff like that, and like that's why she was holding her own so well with Kyo. And oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. And like, just to see, one of my favorite parts also is that, like, Ulst decides, who's obviously the spirit tortoise's, like, avatar, not actually familiar. She gives Naofumi a new shield, and that shield gives him such amazing offensive power. Now he can also not only do, obviously, the shield hero, shielding, defense and stuff, amazing things like that, but now he has pretty much the power of the spirit tortoise. She gives him a good chunk of her power and strength and everything. And there's another reason why she did that, and that's because, like, Naofumi, which is it's a testament to how amazing Naofumi is. He's such a kind soul that like, she's killed so many people and so many of its comrades and stuff, but he has no hatred and anger towards her. And it's like, I was getting emotional. I did not expect myself to get this emotional with this episode. And when Ulst was dying, like before that, like, she gave him the powers of the spirit tortoise, not only because, to just give it to him and stuff, but also I feel like she knew that he had so much kindness for her that he wouldn't be able to use the Wraith Shield, to, like, immediately eradicate the spirit tortoise. Like, he wouldn't be able to do it. And I feel like she knew that, and that's why she gave him the spirit tortoise shield, so that she can actually activate it and open it. And the only way, like, she was able to do that is, like, Naofumi being, or having, the soul that he has, the kind soul that he has. That is the only way that it was going to unlock. So then she kind of forcibly made him use that shield to destroy the core of the spirit tortoise. And she's laying there and she's dying, and he's like, and which was very interesting that Kyo, like, he has so many, like, backup plans. He's really freaking smart. Kudos to that dude, because he's hella smart. Because Ulst knew that there was a plan that he probably had in place, but now there's another plan because he kept the bare minimum of souls that the spirit tortoise gathered. He kept them, and, like, fail-safe plan and everything. And Ulst is laying there, and everybody's crying around. Philo, Raphtalia's crying, all of them, and Risha is crying her eyes out and crying her heart out, and Naofumi's gonna cry. Like, he was crying, actually. He was actually crying because he didn't want to use the spirit tortoise shield to destroy the core, which was gonna end up destroying Ulst. And then, like, Ulst is there laying down, and Naofumi has to go and get Kyo and take him out or something. So, like, he's not able to cross over to the other world where, Lark, Therese, and Glass are, which Kyo is also from. They all dived into that portal where Kyo went. All 3 of them went in there, and Naofumi tried to go in, but he couldn't because the 4 cardinal heroes are not allowed to. But then this is also probably most likely another reason that Os gave Naofumi the shield, like the spirit tortoise shield, gave him the power of the spirit guardian, the guardian beast, is that now, because he has that, he can go through into other worlds. He has permission because he has the guardian beast like power. He has the spirit tortoise's like powers and whatnot. So he was able to get permission to go because he has that power. And that's also probably why Ost again gave him that, power, gave him that tortoise shield and everything. And like, you're saying that Kyo is a very smart dude. Ost is she's a pretty damn smart person too, because I'm pretty sure she knew that Naofumi wouldn't be able to actually destroy like her core, the spirit tortoise core, because of how kind he is as a person. He has no anger and resentment towards her and whatnot. So she used that shield to force it out of him. And then he's able to go to the other world, even though he's a 4 cardinal hero. He got permission because he had the power. And now they're diving into that portal to go to Glass, Teresa, and Lark's, home world. And this is exciting because it's a new arc and everything. We're going in there, seeing what's it all about. How's their land like, maybe. I'm just hyped and excited and whatnot. And man, again, the episode was amazing. Victoria coming in hot was phenomenal. I loved it. The way that she like easily knocked down the spirit tortoise's head. Like, Victoria is a literal monster. Like, I love her character. She's fantastic. I love everything about her and everything. It was so good. And then Risha. The phenomenal development of her character in this one episode. Already one of my favorite characters. She's phenomenal and fantastic. I loved everything about it. It was so good. I'm excited to see next episode. And like, also again, something that made me start thinking about things is that, like, because he has permission, because he has the guardian beast, the spirit tortoise's power and his shield, and that's why he got permission to go into another world. Are all the guardian beasts allowed or are able to traverse different worlds and stuff? And they're pretty much the only ones, except obviously only the cardinal heroes aren't allowed to. But like, guardian beasts, are they actually capable of traversing worlds and stuff like that? I don't know, but it kind of like, makes sense that it would be, because Naofumi has the powers of pretty much some of the powers of the spirit tortoise. And he got permission to go to another world because of a guardian beast power. So it's like, it kind of makes sense if guardian beasts would be actually the ones who could actually traverse worlds and whatnot. But then, Lark and Teresa and Glass were able to traverse other worlds. But at the same time, they're not cardinal heroes. They're just vassal, like, heroes and whatnot. But yeah, bro, this episode was phenomenal. It's amazing. It was so good. And I teared up and got emotional for Philo, Raftali, Risha, and Naofumi and stuff when they're watching Ost like passing away, and like Ost saying that, like, if I was reborn, if I'm reborn someday or whatever, if I was reborn, I would want to be their comrade again. And she's crying and stuff, and I'm getting teary-eyed and everything. And then you got Victoria smiling on that field of grass that grew from where like the spirit tortoise like died. And then when that happened, like just a massive field or plain of grass just grew immediately and stuff. And like, her praying for the spirit tortoise, rest in peace and everything. And man, oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, the episode was so good. People complain about the second season. This episode had to have cleared that, like, worth it. Like, those last 5 episodes. I liked for the last 5 episodes. Especially the Risha one. That was my favorite one. I thought it was good. Not phenomenal. The season so far wasn't like phenomenal or anything, but I still thought it was great. I've been enjoying it like thoroughly, like throughout the entire thing. And then seeing Risha and everything, that episode was fantastic. But this episode took it to another level. I'm excited to see the next arc. Like, I'm hyped and excited to see like what's going on with like Lartorius and Glasses and Kyo's like world. Excited to see that and everything. I'm excited for it all. This episode was absolutely 11 out of 10. Fantastic. Every single thing about it, especially the music too. Oh my god. You know it's gonna be good when they don't even have the opening theme in sequence. When they don't have that in the episode, you know the episode gonna be fire. Like straight fire, and that's what it was. And it was beautiful and amazing. And Kevin Penkin, I believe that's how you say his last name. Kevin Penkin, who is the composer, the musician and composer for the Rising of the Shield Hero, the entirety of the series and stuff. He also does like Made in Abyss. He also did like an episode of Star Wars Visions, like the music and everything. He does a lot of like music for a bunch of other things, like Tower of God too. Bro, this episode, phenomenal. The music made me teary-eyed and made me cry, and like it was just amazing. And it was just bone-chilling exciting too, especially when Risha was fighting Kyo. Like that fight, the music was so good. Everything about it was good. This whole episode was amazing. But what did you guys think about this episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about this episode, your thoughts about what I said and everything, your thoughts about like, you know, the season so far and everything. It's fantastic. I loved everything about it. Your thoughts about the episode, thoughts about what I said. Leave a like if you liked the episode. Leave a like if you liked anything I had to say. Leave a like if you liked, you know, me and the review and whatnot. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxing, live reactions, favorite discussion videos, things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy. Ladies, stay sexy. But most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty. Alright, so peace and love. And I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Plus, ultra, lato. I'm ready for more Shield Hero greatness. Nafumi, Raftalia, Philo, Risha, everything. I'm so hyped. So excited for the next arc. Let's go. Let's go. Peace out, guys.